Remember how he was stunned to learn a year ago that a federal judge could issue an injunction against his Muslim travel ban? Number two, the president either does not understand or refuses to acknowledge that Russia interfered in the 2016 presidential election. 14 intelligence agencies found it. He has yet to acknowledge it. Russian cyber attacks are continuing against our democracy and other Western democracies, and these attacks constitute a grave and growing threat. Just this week, a Putin-favored candidate won a close race for president of the Czech Republic. An onslaught of likely Russian interference may have tipped the vote in his favor. At the State of the Union address, Senator King and I sat there and listened as he delivered a 1-hour, 20-minute address and said the word Russia one time. They are a direct threat against the United States and the integrity of our democracy. The president didn't make it part of the speech. Number three, the president and many around him don't seem to understand the value of diplomacy and partnership. American global leadership is being challenged aggressively by Russia and China. Yet instead of strengthening the State Department, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson has spent the last year dismantling it. The administration has failed to even nominate candidates for dozens of critical positions at the State Department. After 1 year, the United States has no ambassadors to Egypt, Saudi Arabia, or the European Union. Even worse, we have no ambassador to South Korea. President Trump and North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un taunt each other on Twitter with threats of nuclear annihilation, and the United States of America has no ambassador in Seoul. Our world today is convulsed by the largest refugee crisis since World War II. 65 million people have been driven from their homes by conflict, famine, drought, and catastrophes. The root cause of these? Climate change. The horrific war in Syria started with protests over rising food prices driven by years of drought. The heartbreaking, destabilizing flow of migrants into Europe was partly a result of the drought there and in northern and western Africa. The Pentagon, and there aren't a lot of bleeding hearts in that group, warned that climate change is one of the greatest threats to U.S. security and global stability. Yet this administration will not lead on climate change, and it won't even follow. The United States is now the only nation on earth that refuses to support the Paris Climate Agreement. The Republican Party of the United States of America, I've said this on the floor several times, hoping they'll come and challenge me. The Republican Party of the United States of America is the only major political party in the world today that denies climate change.